There's no way around it. The Ruts are one of my all-time favorite bands, and since you may not have heard of them, let me tell you why you have to be listening to these guys. In reality, the Ruts may very well be the most important band in the transition from punk rock to the hard rock sound of the 1980s that history tries to ignore. Because the fact is, nobody, and I mean nobody, is able to bring the combination of pop-style hooks and outright attitude quite like the Ruts. By the time the Ruts released their flawless 1979 debut, The Crack, the fact of the matter is, most of their peers were doing nothing but imitating other bands. With this reality, it's nothing short of stunning to experience just how advanced, outright talented, and creative the Ruts were in terms of sound. They brought far more musical talent than any other punk band of the time, and while there was a clear concentration on melody, they're able to do this without sacrificing the least bit of attitude. At the core of the amazing songs you find across both of their records, you have the guitar of Paul Fox. From the second you hear his guitar, his tone is completely distinctive, and you can easily tell that he can bring as much ferocity as any hardcore band. And yet there's a technical expertise within his playing that you won't find anywhere else in the genre. There are a number of guitar solos that you'll find across the catalog of the Ruts, and that is something that's absolutely unthinkable within the punk ethos. But that's sort of the point. The Ruts were doing all they could to rewrite what was possible or acceptable under the umbrella of punk rock. The rhythm section of the Ruts is equally brilliant, as bassist Segs Jennings brings enough thump, groove, and intimidation that you've no choice but to be drawn into these songs. It's the way he works so perfectly with drummer Dave Ruffy that makes every song of the Ruts so intense. There are times when Ruffy sounds like he's trying to destroy his drum kit, and yet he brings enough control and versatility that you can tell what an amazingly talented player he is. But when it comes down to it, it may be the voice of Malcolm Owen that's the most identifiable part of the Ruts music. He's got this grit, he's got this force to his voice, and it just begs for massive audience sing-alongs on every single song. With every single song, you can picture him turning the mic to the crowd so they can all sing along with him, as he truly embodies that everyman style of singing. It's also the fact that the Ruts are able to balance heavily charged political songs with songs that are nothing more than outright fun. They hold nothing back on tracks like Sus, which is an outright attack of an old British law that allowed for anyone to be questioned without any causality. And they also go after larger world issues on songs like Joke for Guns and a number of other subjects. On the flip side, there's the beautifully energizing West One Shine on Me, and while most are unaware, it's actually the Ruts that originally wrote the classic song Staring at the Rude Boy that has been covered by hundreds of artists over the years, but when it comes down to it, the Ruts version is still the best. Sadly, in July of 1980, Malcolm Owen died of a heroin overdose, and while they tried to keep the band going with a number of different configurations, the fact of the matter is, the Ruts were tragically lost in the mix to most music historians. There are two formal full-length Ruts albums, The Crack and Grin and Bear It, and between them you have almost 2 hours of absolutely flawless music. In the end, the Ruts just have this way of capturing energy and emotion like no other band in history. The way they bring an almost pop hook to their unquestionably punk aesthetic is absolutely one of a kind. And I guarantee that even before you're done listening to a song like Something That I Said or In a Rut in their entirety, you'll absolutely be singing along. I love the Ruts. It's that simple.